CTV's Rachel Aiello is standing by in Ottawa with more for us. Good morning, Rachel. We heard from the Foreign Affairs Minister there, but we also heard from the Prime Minister this morning. Tell us a little bit more about what we heard there.
Good morning. Yeah, so the Prime Minister coming out today trying to, I think, get ahead of a lot of the questions about what took so long. Why did Canada take essentially a week since these allegations came to light for this action to be taken? And the Prime Minister spoke about how Canada was not going to be intimidated and need to consider all of the potential impacts on this country of taking this result, as we've seen now this morning with China's retaliation. But here's a bit more from the Prime Minister's comments today.
This is a decision we took seriously, we took with careful consideration in order to do the right thing and expel the Chinese diplomat. We understand there is retaliation, but we will not be intimidated, and we will continue to do everything necessary to keep our Canadians, protected from foreign interference.
And so you can hear there he's talking about, this is part of this ongoing conversation about foreign interference and what Canada's doing to combat attempts from China and other countries to meddle in Canadian affairs. And the other question he was asked there about was about Canada's status in travel relations and talking about our kind of advisory for Canadians. And it seems to be there might be movement there. Foreign Affairs Minister Mélanie Joly indicated that she was looking at this and potentially would be updating that to kind of give Canadians the latest advice on this. But already it noted that Canadians should exercise a great degree of caution if they are headed to China.
And that, of course, Rachel, is tied to the fact that, in a lot of Canadians' minds, we're thinking possible retaliation here. There are concerns that there could be more retaliation given what happened to the two Michaels after Meng Wanzhou, even possible economic measures. Talk to us a little bit more about those concerns.
That's right. So a lot of our viewers would remember the time when the Michaels were detained in China. There was a number of other trade actions taken. Canola farmers might be bracing right now for implications. So there are a number of ways, because Canada and China's economies are linked and there are a trade relationship there, other ways for Canada or China to retaliate and kind of take this spat further. What China said after Canada declared one of its diplomats persona non grata yesterday, that this was, a freezing of relations, a worsening of things, and Canada should take a step back from the brink. So right now the government, and you can hear it there in both what the Prime Minister and Minister Joly said about considering potential other impacts. So whether that is some sort of trade, export, a farming implication, we're kind of waiting to see. But of course, there is also that caution about Canadians in China and what potential implications would be there because of that experience that we all kind of lived through and covered of the two Michaels.
All right, CTV's Rachel Aiello joining us from Ottawa with the latest on this. Thanks so much.